Hello, James Scanlon here. How are you today? We're going to be looking at the calves and the feet today and what we can do to help improve circulation, reduce any pain, any stress, and generally get some energy in those parts of your body. So I've always suffered with very, very tight calf muscles, and I can tell you, like, high heels and things like that have not helped me in my life because it's just made it tighter and more restricted. So I often do calf stretches and self-massage on my calves. Doing a lot of driving, sitting in chairs that don't lengthen your legs, all help to create tension and restrict the muscles. So when we're talking calves, check your footwear. Also, when I used to go running, I'd get shin splints. Oh, I hated running. It was just my trainers. As soon as I changed trainers and I went to a running shop, they checked my gait. They, checked different trainers on me that would support my foot, and the high arch and the ankle. Once I got that started, I could actually go running with no pain, no shin splints. I thought it was a miracle. So if you suffer with that, then please go to a really good running shop that will help test your gait and give you the correct footwear and the correct advice to help support your feet and ultimately the rest of your body. Okay, if your footwear's off, and you're getting pain in the shins, it will result in injury at some point or other. If you continue to use the incorrect footwear, you could knee injuries, hip injuries, back injuries. Okay, it all flows up from our wonderful feet. And talking about our wonderful feet, we don't often give them much attention at all. Only perhaps when summer comes around and you've got to put a pair of sandals on or flip-flops or something. So what can we do on a regular basis? So definitely taking time and attention whilst in the shower to wash your feet properly and dry them properly afterwards, so you don't get anything like athlete's foot, or you reduce the risk of that. And what else can we do? Self-massage is one of the best things I find, and stretching. So when we do massage, we always massage up to the heart, okay? So with the arms, we're pulling this way. You might flow over, down, but the tension that you put on the muscles is towards the heart, okay? So we're pulling it up. The move that I always teach people is called effarage. It's the absolute basic cornerstone of massage. Using your whole hands, we're going to flow gently down, because that's away from the heart, so only gently, and then we're going to pull up, gently down, pull up, and you're going to put the tension in the upward motion. You can use your fingers out together, and we're going to bring it up. Now already I can feel the tension starts to go, and we want to keep our back as straight as possible whilst we're doing this. If you need to move the buttock out the way so you can sit better, please do that. Whenever you're doing yoga or any stretches like that, it's always important to just make sure your sit bones are on the ground and you're not feeling wonky by too much flesh underneath, okay? Bring it up. Okay, that's feeling much looser. We're going to move over. Yeah, you can feel the difference already just by doing that, just a few minutes. And we're going to lightly down, strong up, lightly down, strong up. And I'll go sideways actually for this, so you can see that I'm really putting pressure on. Going up, moving the muscle, lightly down, tension on the way up, okay? You can do this in the shower, in the bath. You can get a yoga mat out and do it then. You can do it whilst watching TV. Okay, and then you can kind of, you can see tension is gone, loose muscle. Now, we've loosened up the calf muscles. What are we going to do with the ankles and the foot? I would cross over here, over above the knee for me, but if that doesn't feel good, perhaps sitting in a chair and just moving the ankle like this. I'm going to rest my leg above the knee. You can go below the knee, but then you're leaning over a little bit more. Ideally, get a friend or your partner to do this for you. And we're just going to move the foot around, move the ankle around. We're going to do it both ways. And we do this with the wrists as well in massage. Oh, this feels good. Yeah. So we stretched out. Sometimes you'll feel a few clicks. And then we're going to take the hands, place the inside. We're going to use our thumbs. So hands either side, and we're just going to squeeze the foot out first. Squeeze the foot, and then we're going to go. So push all the way down to the toe, all the way down to the next toe, all the way down to the next toe, to the next toe, and all the way to the little toe. And then we're going to pull up. And you can feel all of the small bones in the foot. We're just going to bring them up. Pull that energy up, get a bit of energy and life into the foot. Pulling it up to the ankle, and we're just going to squeeze the ankle. Get a little bit of tension out of that foot. And that's it. We're not going to do a big reflexology routine on the foot. This is basic energetics and stretching and self-massage that we can do. You see I'm just warming up. Now we've done the foot, I'm just going to redo that calf muscle. So we're bringing it up, and you've got lymph nodes underneath the knee. We've got a nice flexible calf muscle, and then we're gonna do the thigh just quickly. Again, up to the lymph nodes in the hip, groin area, I mean. Okay, and we're gonna look at the foot, the other foot, swap feet, and we're just gonna do the holding, pressing, putting that pressure on. It squeezes out the blood and allows it to fly back in again. It's really good for getting away any tension. I often do it in the back with clients, just that pressure. And we're gonna push all the way down to the big toe. Next toe, all the way to the little toe. And then we're gonna go back. We're gonna be pulling up from the toe, all the way up the toe, all the way up the toe, all the way up from the little toe. And we're going to do a little bit of massage where we're just kneading in. All the way up to the ankle. Again, squeeze those toes, get the blood and circulation going. And then we're going to bring that energy up. We're going to visualize the energy flowing down all the way to our toes, up through our calves, through the knee, up into the thigh, into the hips, into our lungs and out. So just visualize that breath going in, breathing out. Visualize that breath going in, all the way down. Bring out the flesh from the sit bones. Visualize it. And pull the lymph nodes. Pull the lymph fluid all the way up, all the way up. Now I can feel my feet, calves, thighs totally alive and buzzing. So that is just, if you do that every day, if you do the breathing whilst you're breathing and visualizing whilst you're doing the self-massage and stretching, is really going to help free up those calves. Now personally, I would do the breathing and the massage, then I'd do some stretching, and then I'd go back to a little bit of breathing and massage. So for the calves, for me, I've really got to stretch mine out. So I tend to go on to the stairs and hang off the stairs. So my toes and the first part of my foot is here, and then I hang off, stretching out the calf muscles. You can do it against a wall. That's never really worked for me. But downward dog is another really good stretch to get those calves going, and you can push into it. I'll just show you quickly. I would obviously recommend that you only do this if you've done it before, if your back's okay, if your hips are okay. So we're going to Get in a really good, strong position, flat back, as you can see immediately. And we're going to curl the toes under. You might want to go further back. Curl the toes under, and then we're just going to lift. Oh, and we're going to stretch out. This is what I mean by you can move the calves and you can stretch as much or as little as you like. And in yoga, it's very, very important to keep the back straight. So if you can't have a straight back, always bend your knees. So we're going to stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. They call this walking the dog out. Walk it out. So we're going to walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. And then, you know, at some point, eventually maybe, you'll be able to do downward dog. This is burning my thighs, not my thighs, my calves. But you will be able to put your feet fully down and keep a straight back. So, no, that won't work. So that is it from me today, and that is working on calves and the feet, getting some energy in there because they really do keep us walking on our path. Getting some energy in there, doing a bit of self massage and some stretching. Keep those visualizations up and breathing techniques of breathing into the body and breathing out any negative energy or any tension. Okay, sending you all love. Bye.